Edward Mantill answers the big question. A few nights ago, I received my weekly visit from Dr. Edward Mantill. After a long night of coffee and talking of his trips to strange places, he asked me, if you could know one thing, what would that be? I want to know the big question, how it all started, the Big Bang, the riddle of life. Edward said, anyone other than you would have asked me for lottery numbers. Maybe, I said, so what about my answer? He said, there is no simple answer, the universe is like an old motor, and it stops and goes but seems to keep on going. You know, I have already answered this question. How so? I asked. Recall that old gold watch I gave you, sure, the one that hangs around Charlie's neck. Open it and look at the inscription. I did as I was asked. Inside was a number engraved, the single number 1. Puzzled, I looked back, and asked him to explain. Mathematicians have tried for over 100 years, to find a simple equation or basic understanding of creation. He said, this should give you some idea. Pick any number. If that number is even, divide it by 2. If it's odd, multiply it by 3 and add 1. Now repeat the process with your new number. If you keep going, you'll eventually end up at 1. Every time. Mathematicians have tried millions of numbers and they've never found a single one that didn't end up at 1 eventually. The thing is, they've never been able to prove that there isn't a special number out there that never leads to 1. When our clock reaches 1, everything will restart again, just like it has before, and before that. Okay, I said, makes sense, but what about us and everything in it? Say you're moving into your new apartment, and you're trying to bring your sofa. The problem is, the hallway turns and you have to fit your sofa around a corner. If it's a small sofa, that might not be a problem, but a really big sofa is sure to get stuck. If you're a mathematician, you ask yourself, what's the largest sofa you could possibly fit around the corner? It doesn't have to be a rectangular sofa either, it can be any shape. This is the essence of the moving matter problem. Here are the specifics. The whole problem is in 2 dimensions, the corner is a 90-degree angle, and the width of the corridor is 1. What is the largest 2-dimensional area that can fit around the corner? The largest area that can fit around a corner is called, I kid you not, the sofa constant. Nobody knows for sure how big it is. Honestly, in a poetic view, I hope we all turn into stardust, for a grand new world. As he said this, he grabbed his hat, looking back as he walked out the door. Same time next week? Sure, I said as I jokingly thought about asking him for lotto numbers. Stay paranoid, my friends.